I'm done talking about eating ass, bro. I'm done talking about eating ass, bro. Let's switch. Let's watch another video, bro. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Boom.
These
Artists who destroy their career in seconds. You know what I'm saying? Silento, Macklemore, The Baby, CeeLo Green, Janet Jackson. Hey, bro. I don't know what he did. Well, nah, I do know what he did. That shit he did at Rolling Loud. Was that a year ago or 2 years ago? That shit was kind of OD. Then you got the he killed the person in Walmart, but it was self-defense though. Other than that, I don't know what Macklemore did or CeeLo Green.
careers were never the same after one incident, whether it was from their own terrible decisions or a minor misstep that got blown out of proportion. Today we're going to discuss them all, starting with Macklemore, who leaked a text message that made everyone question what they thought they knew about him. In 2012 and 2013, you could not go anywhere without hearing the song Thrift Shop. Far from your typical rap song, Macklemore flexed $20 and had suburban moms dancing to his funky saxophone. This song spent 6 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. Mac had one-hit wonder written all over him. He carried the most stereotypical white rapper image that is perceived as corny by hip-hop culture, but he proved everyone wrong with his second hit, Can't Hold Us, which spent 5 weeks at the #1
Can't Hold Us was alright too.
This track was definitely more of a standard pop track, but 2 Billboard #1s in his first year as a mainstream artist stamped that he was a force to be reckoned with. However, it was all about to come crashing down as Macklemore would suffer from success. At the 2014 annual Grammy Awards, Macklemore was nominated in 7 categories.
Okay, I remember this shit. Okay, my fault. I don't even know I'm finna explain it. This nigga did highway robbery on national television. Highway robbery.
The biggest and most prestigious being Best Rap Album and Best Rap Song. After winning Best Rap Performance and Best New Artist, people were happy to see him win 2 Grammys. Nominated for Best Rap Song up against Drake, Kanye West, Jay-Z, it seemed unlikely.
Okay, you got fucking problems. Holy Grail. Started from the bottom? Come on, everybody was bumping that. Smoking Silento Pack. Hey, bro, I could not stand that song when it came out, bro. I could not stand that shit.
Macklemore would win, but Thrift Shop was in fact the winner of Best Rap Song of 2014, securing him his 3rd Grammy of the night. But what would come next would shock the world. Up against Drake's Nothing Was the Same, Jay-Z's Magna Carta, Kendrick Lamar's Good Kid, Mad City, and Kanye West Yeezus, Macklemore had absolutely no chance of winning. Everyone was betting on Kendrick since he without a doubt had the best album of the bunch, but wouldn't be entirely surprised if it went to the other nominees. The hip-hop community was floored when Macklemore and Ryan Lewis's The Heist won Best Rap Album of the Year. The Heist couldn't be a more fitting name for this absolute robbery. Macklemore was being cooked by the hip-hop community online, reminding him in every comment section that he didn't deserve to win. He felt so much pressure that he decided to text Kendrick Lamar and apologize. "You got robbed. I wanted you to win. You should have. It's weird and sucks that I robbed you. I was gonna say that during the speech, then the music started playing during my speech and I froze. Anyway, you know what it is. Congrats on this year and your music. Appreciate you as an artist and as a friend. Much love."
Okay, this is not a bad text though. Even though he said I robbed you twice, it's like, okay, nigga, like I get it, bro. Like texting this the night that you lose, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed if I was Kendrick though.
We wouldn't have ever seen this text if Macklemore didn't post it to social media, which made it even worse and looked like he was just trying to get in the good graces with the public.
That's crazy.
Did you ever feel any way about him posting the text message or anything?
I would have texted me back, kiss my ass. No, for real though. Like I probably would have just read it. I would have just read it, bro. I don't know, but he posted it too, bro. Like that's weird.
Like that.
Yeah, that shit weird. It was uncalled for. Be 100 with you. When he sent it to me, I was like, okay, you know, I could see him feeling that type of way because he a good dude. But I think for confirmation from the world, you know, he probably felt like he had to put it out there, which he didn't need to do.
That's kind of weird.
Don't take nothing away from
you gotta post it, bro. That's kind of weird.
As hard as that, he cool.
Despite Kendrick being cordial and saying that Macklemore meant well, hip-hop fans could never truly accept Macklemore as a part of the culture. They thought he was disingenuous, and they didn't really like his music in the first place, so this was an easy excuse to forget about him. He stepped out of the limelight, and many people suggest his music was never as ambitious ever again. He felt guilt, and that guilt ate him alive. His 2016 album, This Unruly Mess I Made, sold just 61,000 copies in the first week. Him and Ryan Lewis split up shortly after, and Mac released another solo album, Gemini, that did decent amongst his fan base, but ultimately, he hasn't had any major mainstream success in almost a decade. But unlike Macklemore, DaBaby refused to apologize to anyone, which is leading to one of the dumbest downfalls of all time. Baby exploded onto the mainstream rap scene in 2019 with his hit song Suge, which
when Suge came out, bro, that shit was, bro, that whole album he had was fire, bro. I can't even lie. That whole album, like, I was a big DaBaby fan in 2018.
Peaked at number 7 on the Billboard Hot 100. In a world of repetitive melodic trap, DaBaby felt fresh and exciting, providing us with bouncy and fun bangers. He dominated for the next 2 years, constantly having multiple singles on the Billboard Hot 100, and he was in regular rotation on the radio. His track Rockstar with Roddy Ricch was the #1 song for 7 weeks straight, a very tough thing to do as a hip-hop artist. But DaBaby was always known for having a bold personality. He was the type to say whatever he wanted, and if you had a problem, he was more than willing to handle it. He even killed a guy in Walmart. Don't worry, it was self-defense. Well, in July of 2021, on the stage of Rolling Loud, his loose lips got him in major trouble. Maybe some that he can't recover from.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas, lights up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air.
Complete.
Nigga, what? Nigga, bro, I remember watching that shit. Like, nigga, what? Bro, imagine being in the crowd though. Yo, if you a dude out here and you not sucking dick in the parking lot, put your phone up. Like, nigga, I guess, nigga, what the fuck? Like, why is that in your head right now, bro? Why did you think about niggas sucking dick in the parking lot, bro? Dead ass. Bro, like,
completely unprovoked.
Like, think about it. Think about being in the, like.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air.
Like, why you shitting on niggas with STDs, bro? Like, damn, they made a mistake. You ain't got to shit on them, though. Damn, bro. We in the 80s, nigga?
Put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas, lights up. Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air.
Completely unprovoked and for no reason at all, DaBaby was thinking about gay men and what they do in their free time while he was on stage performing. He referred to people with AIDS as dirty and will likely die soon from the illness. Both statements are categorically and factually untrue. The clip was shared onto the internet and sent millions of people into an uproar. DaBaby addressed this on his Instagram and clarified his message.
I wasn't going on no rant. That's called a call to action. That's what that's called, because I'm a live performer. I'm the best live performer. I'm the live show killer.
Yo! Tamoy with the raid!
While he was on stage performing. He referred to people with AIDS as dirty and will likely die soon from the illness. Both statements are categorically and factually untrue. The clip was shared onto the internet and sent millions of people into an uproar. DaBaby addressed this on his Instagram and clarified his message.
I wasn't going on no rant. That's called a call to action.
JC, let me find out. Never mind. I don't want to find out. Never mind. Do you, bro?
I'm the live show killer.
Do you, gang? Do you, gang?
You get what I'm saying? Look, all the lights went up gay straight. You want to know why? Because even my gay fans don't got fucking AIDS, stupid ass niggas.
Him doubling down on his comments made everything way worse, as he clearly was very uneducated on the AIDS disease and the unfair stigmas that come with it. And although he eventually issued an apology addressing the LGBTQ community, he had made countless...
Social media moves so fast that people wanted to demolish you before you even had the opportunity to grow, educate, and learn from your mistakes. As a man who has made his own way from very difficult circumstances, having people I know publicly working against me publicly working against me, knowing that what I needed was education on these topics and guidance has been challenging. I appreciate the many people who came to me with kindness, who reached out to me privately to offer wisdom, education, and resources. That's what I needed, and it was received. I apologize to the LGBTQ plus community for the hurtful and triggering comments I made again. I apologize for my misinformed comments on HIV/AIDS. And I know education on this is important. Love to all. God bless. That nigga did not write that shit. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Like, bro, it was just like, why? You know what I'm saying? It was just so random. Like, nigga, you at a concert. Like, why? Like,
contradictory statements
like,
after.
what?
He tried to profit off the controversy in music videos and even kind of redacted his own apology.
If I say what I say to get people to raise their cell phones and it's misinterpreted by people who watch a 5-second clip at home, you're not supposed to understand what's going on. You couldn't raise your cell phone if you wanted to, so you ain't supposed to be able to digest a clip.
Oh my
you know
God.
what I'm saying? A clip that can be altered.
It was being live streamed, bro.
With a narrative to go along with it, with enough people driving it, it's gonna do what it do.
From here, he got kicked off every major festival in 2021 that he was supposed to perform at. And even when he did perform, he was booed and had garbage thrown at him. A-list celebrities and fellow collaborators condemned him. But the controversy continued. He got into fights, tormented and broke down the mother of his child on Instagram, tried to kiss one.
Like, how he gonna do Danny Lee so bad, bro? Like, how the fuck, like, or Danny, what is it, Danny Lee? I don't know, she's so bad, bro. I don't know why he did her like that. Like, I would have treated her better.
Of his fans without consent.
This shit was cringy.
Was not trying to say on Instagram.
This shit was
tried to
cringy
kiss
right
one
here.
of his fans without consent. DaBaby was not trying to save face. He just kept saying, "I'm sorry for being me." His ticket sales plummeted, which resorted to him offering buy one get one free deals to fill out the venue.
Buy one get. Hold on though. We not going buy one get one for the DaBaby concert. Hold on though. Buy one get one though. Like, hey my nigga, let's slide. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gotta stay there the whole time. Like, we could. like, come on. Like, he might play Suge though. Like, we can't fuck with that. No, alright, my fault.
One report alleged that he only sold 500 tickets to a venue that holds 14,000 people, and he claims to have lost $30 million because of the controversy.
Damn. A week or two after, $30 million, $30 million that I would have had before the ball dropped 2021. So this happened.
Hey, bro, 5 seconds really sold him on 30 mil.
Rolling out with July.
Crazy.
I had $30 million worth of shows on the schedule before December 31st.
All he had to say was, put your hands in the air if you just don't care, and all of this could have been avoided. If you think what DaBaby said was bad, you'll be horrified by what CeeLo Green said in a series of questionable tweets. If you don't remember the name CeeLo Green or his previous duo Gnarls Barkley, you definitely remember his two most iconic songs, Crazy and Forget You.
Crazy was a fucking banger. Crazy was a banger. Like, facts. Like, you could have said, put your hands up put your hands in the air, or put your phones in the air if you having a good time. Like, that's what DaBaby could have said that shit, and he would have had 30 mil. Nigga.
Crazy peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100 and spent 29 weeks on the chart. Forget You, which he released solo 4 years later, also went number 2 on the Hot 100 after spending almost a full year on the charts. CeeLo had a very unique voice and was undeniably talented. He pretty much only gave us 2 hits, but was an ever-present pop culture figure throughout the early 2010s. Whether he was hosting an award show, his own reality show, voice acting, or being a judge on The Voice, CeeLo was loved and appreciated until some shocking allegations arose. CeeLo was accused by a 33-year-old woman he dined with at a downtown Los Angeles sushi restaurant of placing ecstasy, also known as MDMA or Molly, in her drink.
Nah, this nigga is Bill Cosby. Nah. Put Molly all in her champagne. No, man. Hey, man. Nah, I didn't know this. I didn't know that.
The woman later told Los Angeles police detectives she woke up naked in bed in her hotel room with Green. CeeLo allegedly admitted to law enforcement that he took ecstasy, but denied drugging the woman's drink or committing sexual assault. CeeLo's sexual assault charges were dropped after prosecutors concluded there wasn't enough evidence to take that accusation to court, but he was found guilty on drug charges, which landed him 3 years probation. But it wasn't the nature of the charges that ruined his career, it's what he said on Twitter after the case. After being
shit, nigga, that nay. Sinister ass nigga. This nigga fucked up his career on Twitter. Let's see what he said though. Let's see what he said.
He decided to respond. Women who have really been R-worded, remember, but point taken.
That nigga a villain though. No, for real. Like, but nigga, you beat the case, fam. Like, bro, like niggas have Twitter fingers and it's contagious. There's no like, hold on, let me see.
So if I tried but did not succeed, but the person said I did, then what really happened? When someone breaks in a home, there is broken glass. Where is your plausible proof anyone was R-worded? If someone passed out, they're not even with you consciously. So with implies consent. It's hard to see what point he was trying to make here, but the blogs were with.
Wait, which one got 5 retweets? Nah, who retweeted this?
R-worded, remember,
cancel them
but
niggas too.
So if I tried, but
yo,
did not succeed,
Misky with the 100 bits, bro. Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Appreciate that, Misky, bro. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling, bro? I had to pop it in your stand. Okay, I still got you tagged. I had you tagged. You still alive?
The person said I did, then what really happened? When someone breaks in a home, there is broken glass. Where is your plausible proof anyone was R-worded? If someone passed out, they're not even with you consciously. So with implies consent. It's hard to see what point he was trying to make here, but the blogs were not holding back. CeeLo, it's not rape if you forget. CeeLo Green, it isn't rape if the victim is unconscious. After these tweets, his reputation was destroyed. He lost all of his live performance bookings, he quit The Voice to avoid being fired, his TV show was canceled, and he basically disappeared from the pop culture zeitgeist, pretty much surviving off royalties and small film roles here and there. But I guess him and I are friends now?
Yo, Pat, what's up, man? I'm assuming that your friends call you Pat.
My friends do call me Pat, so...
And I consider myself to be one of your friends.
Damn.
I consider myself to be one of your friends.
The next person on our list lost her career from something that was totally out of her control.
What the fuck did Janet Jackson do though?
It may have even been a setup.
CeeLo Green got, he got canceled, bro. Like now he doing cameos and shit. What's wrong? You know what I'm saying? Nah, hey, cameo a bag. I heard cameo a bag though.
Janet Jackson is a woman who needs no introduction. She's the youngest of the 9 iconic Jackson family siblings. Although she was not a part of the original Jackson 5, she would go on to have a massive solo music career. Jackson signed the first of 2 record-breaking multi-million-dollar contracts with Virgin Records, establishing her as one of the highest-paid artists in the industry. She was named by Billboard magazine in the 90s as the second most successful recording artist of the decade in the United States after Mariah Carey. Over 100 million records sold, 10 Billboard #1 songs, 27 top 10 hits. She is easily the most successful artist on this list, which is why her downfall is even more tragic. The Super Bowl in America is always the most watched televised program every year, with an average of around 100 million people watching the game. The halftime show has historically been a major milestone in an artist's career, as it is the biggest stage they will likely ever be on. In 2004, Janet Jackson was asked to do the show, but not by herself, which was surprising since she easily had enough hits to do a full set. Instead, she only got to perform 2 of her songs. The other time was filled out by Justin Timberlake, Diddy, Nelly, Kid Rock, and Jessica Simpson. The very last song of the performance was Justin's hit song, Rock Your Body, in which Janet assisted him. The 2 met at the center of the stage to pose for the grand finale. Justin reaches across Janet's body and pulls off the chest piece of her costume, exposing her breast to 90 million people. The wardrobe malfunction is considered the biggest controversy in televised history. This incident was actually the inspiration for YouTube because of the difficulty finding finding footage to rewatch online.
I ain't gonna lie. I was one of them niggas, bro. I was like 8 years old looking for this footage, bro. Don't kill me though. Look, don't look at me crazy, bro. Like I was like 8 years old. I heard about it because it was like 2004. You know what I'm saying? A couple years later, I'm on YouTube. I'm a young gent on YouTube now. They ain't got no damn age restriction and shit yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm over there like I'm getting rickrolled. I'm getting rickrolled after rickroll after rickroll. Nigga, I finally saw the video, bro. Hey, bro, look. Hey, you curious, bro? You be online, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I was just curious, bro. I never seen what a titty look like. I don't remember what a titty look like. So I was curious. I wanted to see what a titty look like. And why not look at one of the, most beautiful women, you know what I'm saying, in history, Janet Jackson. I was too. Well, I wasn't playing with Barbie doll, but I was playing like, WWE and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I like girls, so I was just curious, bro. Damn. I was just curious, bro.
Now, to some degree, this was planned.
No, I wasn't playing with Barbie doll. I was not playing with Barbie doll. I'm just saying though, like I was, bro.
Intention was to pull the leather piece off her chest and expose the red underneath, but he ripped too much. In the split second the camera was on Janet, you can see her look down in shock.
Oh, damn.
She tried to cover herself while Timberlake stood holding the ripped pieces of her costume and bra. The FCC received more than 500,000 complaints after the performance. CBS was fined $550,000, and the halftime sponsor AOL demanded a return of the $10 million advertising cost they paid to the NFL. Justin apologized. MTV.
Bro, I was not playing with Barbie doll, bro. Stop. I was not playing with Barbie doll. I had Rey Mysterio and all them, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I remember AOL. I bet you do. I bet you do. My fault, bro. Facts. Okay, my fault. Y'all niggas on me about playing with Barbie dolls and shit, like... I ain't even hear what they said.
Holding the ripped pieces of her costume and bra. The FCC received more than 500,000 complaints after the performance. CBS was fined $550,000, and the halftime sponsor AOL demanded a return of the $10 million advertising cost they paid to the NFL. Justin apologized. MTV apologized. Janet apologized, even though she later regretted it because it was an accident. The media went into an all-out frenzy.
It wasn't her fault.
The FCC investigated the halftime show to see if this was a planned media stunt meant to shock the world, citing that because she was wearing a nipple covering, that was evidence this was all set up. Class action lawsuits were filed against Janet by random citizens, claiming that her sexually explicit performance deserved maximum punitive damages. Every talk show host in the nation dragged her. Viacom had to pay out $3.5 million to settle various indecency complaints, so they went and banned all radio and TV stations that they owned from playing any of Janet Jackson's music. Janet was blackballed from the music industry over an accident, and Justin was not punished at all, even though it was definitely his fault. There is no doubt her punishment was unfair and likely due to her gender and race. Her career after that wasn't totally dismantled. She did have a #1 album, a Grammy nomination, some light Billboard presence, but this incident lingered like a dark cloud over her head for many years, and slowly she faded out of the mainstream.
I am one of those women who have been gagged, both literally and emotionally, women who have been abused, women who have been intimidated, women who have lived in fear. I stand with you. You are my sisters.
However, today, most people can all agree that this was just an overreaction, and she is still highly regarded as one of the most iconic pop stars of all time. Overreacting to small mistakes seemed to be common in the early 2000s, because this next artist's career was destroyed by something so small, it's almost unbelievable. Ashley Simpson was the younger sister of the already famous pop star Jessica Simpson, who was a multi-platinum Billboard charting recording artist. She also had her own MTV show. Newlyweds, Nick and Jessica was one of the most popular programs on the network. MTV wanted to capitalize on this.
I looked up what she looked like when I was 8 years old too. Silento. That boy caught a body. Island.
Simpson's sister's newfound fame and gave Ashley her own series called The Ashley Simpson Show. The series ran for 2 seasons and aired every week on MTV directly after Jessica's show.
Bro.
Viewers who were invested in Jess were introduced to Ashley immediately after. Ashley was desperate to not live in the shadows of her sister. She dyed her naturally blonde hair brown and built a pop-punk image to complement her pop-rock music. Her album's lead single, Pieces of Me, became an instant hit in the United States. The song peaked at number 5 on the US Billboard Hot 100 and sold over 500,000 copies nationwide. Ashley's debut album was released soon after, with an estimated 398,000 copies sold in its first week. Worldwide, the album sold more than 5 million copies. She had a bigger debut than her sister, but her career ended just before it took off. Saturday Night Live, 2004. Ashley Simpson was set to perform her single Pieces of Me when this happened.
On a Monday, I am waiting. Tuesday, I am fading.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
I am
You might be kind of confused as to what happened. Basically, the backing vocals started playing before Ashley expected them, as it was her intention to lip sync her performance. But instead of trying to catch up to the song, she stood there in a panic, then hit this extremely awkward jig dance twice, before ultimately exiting the stage without saying anything. The show cut to commercial, and when it came back,
when in doubt, just dance. Just like Coyle Ray did in that XXL freestyle. When you don't know what the shit to say, just throw ass.
She blamed her band.
Ladies and gentlemen, what can I say? Live TV.
Exactly. I feel so bad. My band started playing the wrong song, and I know what to do, so I thought I'd do a hoedown. I'm sorry.
If she just told the truth right away, she may have been able to avoid the backlash. But instead, Ashley became a laughing stock.
On a Monday, you saw me. On Tuesday, you called me. On Wednesday.
Nah, they was on her ass. Nah, Family Guy.
Old Man River, that old man River, he must know.
Even news anchors poked fun at her.
Sister's performance on Saturday Night Live was, well, out of sync, you could say.
All right, sorry, we had to do that. It was just our own.
I bet it was so crazy, like
adventure. We were mocking her.
At just 19, she was publicly ridiculed by the world. And this is all especially ridiculous considering today's standards are much lower. It almost feels like lip syncing isn't even a real thing anymore. Half of my favorite artists at their live shows just let the song play, jump around, and yell random ad-libs. Even though Ashley was a decent performer, and she did have...
It's like, bro, like back then, I guess it was just a big thing. Like, oh my God, my favorite artist, like, they're lip syncing. Nigga, I went to a damn... You was at what concert? Future concert? Like, this nigga, I'm about to say, this nigga Future does not rap every single, like, they don't even, like, okay, they don't play the whole song. He don't even say half the lyrics. He just say ad-libs. Like, it's just a different time, I guess.
Have an opportunity to redeem herself on various late night shows. Nobody cared. Nobody wanted to give her a second chance. It was too much fun to make jokes and boo her off stage.
Damn. No, that's not real.
She did have a moderate comeback with her single Boyfriend in 2005, and her second album eventually selling 3 million copies worldwide, but she had already seen the peak of her music career, and as it slowly dwindled away, she maintained her relevance in the 2010s through relationships, various television projects, and her own social media. But the last person on our list has the most unexpected, shocking, and horrifying incidents.
Say what? Huh? Huh? Yo. Yo. We're gonna keep it pushing. don't know it, JC. I'm gonna keep it.
That landed them in prison. In 2015, the world was dancing to Silento's hit song, Watch Me. The song paired with the massive viral dance, the whip and the nay-nay. All of social media was flooded with videos of people doing the dance, with Vine and
all this unseasoned whips and nay-nays. Ew.
Instagram peaking in popularity. Silento laid the foundation for what would become extremely normal on TikTok many years later.
Ew, why they doing, bro? Oh my god, that's cringe, bro. Why the fuck are they doing all this? Nigga just
performed at award shows on Nickelodeon, every talk show in America. The virality got the single to number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, as well as 1.8 billion views on YouTube. Today, the record is 6 times platinum. Unfortunately, hip-hop dance tracks have a history of being impossible to outdo.
The thing was, bro, this nigga did not make neither of those dances. He just put it in a song. Like, yo, what's good, Moose? What's good, Moose? What's good, Moose? Bro, but like, there is no reason you still on that wild timing. Bro, Tamoy, can you tell this nigga, bro, I'm a munch? Like, this nigga looking at me crazy and shit, like, nah, like, I'm not a munch. Anyway, but like, Silento did not make neither of those dances, nor it was not like the core song of those dances either. Like, that was not the song that you did the Nene to, though. Okay, love is crazy. But the fact that he got a bag off just taking dances that were already made is crazy. Like,
because for every one that becomes culturally iconic, there are hundreds of cheesy failed attempts to recreate the moment. Silento waited 3 years to drop his album fresh out of high school, which failed to generate any buzz, and his second album went almost totally unnoticed. But before you could fully count him out, he made a decision that officially ended his career. On January 21st, 2021, the 23-year-old rapper was arrested for the murder of his cousin, 34-year-old Frederick Rooks, after a shooting in DeKalb County, Georgia. Police said officers found Rooks suffering from multiple gunshot wounds at a home off of Deep Shoals Circle. He was pronounced dead at the scene. Investigators did not have a suspect at the time. Responding officers were able to obtain video from the security cameras of multiple residents and later identified Hawk, or Silento, as the gunman. Silento was arrested February 1st, 2021, and then later indicted by a Georgia grand jury on 4 felonies: 1 count of malice murder, 1 count of felony murder, aggravated assault, and gun possession during the commission of a felony. As of now, the court has deemed Silento unfit for the safety of the public and will remain incarcerated until further trial. Since the trial has not started yet, we don't know how he did it, we don't know why he did it, and we don't know how long he might be in jail. But we do know is that his career is officially over.
Damn. Fat, what like, bro, it's so crazy how many times like family would kill each other, bro. But like, what did he do? Like,